So I just wanted to say that I think you should buy equity residential stock. The stock is called Equity Residential. It is an apartment company. They build big apartment buildings, not small apartment buildings like little tiny complexes. I mean really big apartment buildings. Equity Residential focuses on big cities. They usually build apartments in the biggest cities in the United States. They build apartment buildings in the biggest cities in the United States. Uh, Equity Residential stock just went down about $9 in the past week. So it's on sale, I guess you could say. I believe it went down $9 because of news that people have been leaving urban areas. I don't actually believe people are leaving urban areas. I believe w- what was going on with that news report was people are leaving California because California has really restrictive zoning. California does not allow big apartment buildings to be built, or doesn't allow as many of them to be built. But I think that is called because of NIMBYism. NIMBYism does not allow large apartments to be built. But I think that is changing. I think there is going to be more and more apartment buildings being built in the future. I think more and more people are going to live in urban cities. I know there's a news report this past week that says, oh, more and more people are moving out of urban cities, but actually, I believe the complete opposite is true. I believe people are moving into urban cities faster than ever. It's only California that they're moving out of. Yes, San Francisco they're moving out of. Los Angeles they're moving out of because um, NIMBYism, they don't allow any large apartment buildings to be built in those cities because NIMBY stands for not in my backyard. But there's a lot of parts in the country where they are being built very rapidly. And I think when people misunderstand the news reports and they don't really understand what's going on, they might sell a stock without really realizing the company's really good. More and more people are going to live in, let me talk more slowly. More and more people are going to live in apartment buildings in the future. More and more people are living in apartment buildings right now. There is a housing shortage in this country. Okay, might be a, some people might not know that, but the rent is so high and home prices are so high is because there's a housing shortage in this country. They're not building enough housing in this country. As soon as people start realizing we can lower the price of rent if we just allow it on a local zoning level, more apartments to be built, um, equity residential stock is going to go up significantly. Okay, so I'm just telling you right now, as people realize, oh, the number of apartments we allow to be built on a local level has an effect on the price of rent, and the more apartments we allow to be built, the more the rent goes down. Once people understand that on a basic level, which they do not understand on a basic level right now, there's some people listening to this right now, and you're going to completely disagree with me because you think, oh, what about gentrification? Or what about these big corporations coming in and profiting off of these complexes where the regular people don't benefit from it? And so they're not, if the regular people don't benefit from it, then they're not going to allow them to be built. No, they will allow them to be built once people realize that the cost of rent goes down, the more of them that will be built. And yes, gentrification is a thing. And so in some ways, they increase the cost of rent. The more an area becomes better, and the more they build these fancy luxury apartments, the more an area becomes better. Yeah, that's true. There is gentrification, and that gentrification increases the cost of rent. I grant you that. Gentrification increases the cost of rent. But somebody has to build places to live. That is why there is a homeless crisis in this country. There is too many homeless people because there's not enough apartments being built. And the reason why they build luxury apartments is because they usually build luxury apartments in one area, and then so the rich people move into those places, and then the middle class moves into the places where the rich people used to live like 20 years ago. Okay? The rich people lived, the middle class people move into the places that were luxury apartments like in 19, or like in 2005. The middle class will move into what were the luxury apartments in 2005 or 1999 or 2010. And the rich people will move into the luxury apartments built in the year 2022 and 2023. Okay, and the middle class moves into those older luxury buildings, and the lower class, moves into the places that were luxury buildings like 25 years ago. They were built like in 1990, 1995, 1996, 1997. So I know this doesn't make any sense. What I'm trying to say is once you increase the housing supply, the price of rent goes down. And I can't explain this in a 5 or 10 minute video, but people will realize it's good for people. People will realize it's good for other people if companies like Equity Residential makes as many apartment buildings as possible. Once they allow zoning for that possibility for more than the tiniest, or instead of they stop zoning for McMansions and all the useless um, single family housing they've been doing, once they realize, oh, people want to live in big cities, people want densely populated, people want to live in walkable neighborhoods, then Equity Residential is going to do well. It's not doing well this week. I can tell you right now, it's not doing well. It went down about $9 this week. So what you do is you buy it now that it's on sale, okay? Because it's going to go up in the future. It's. I got the chart open on my other web tab. It's been going up for the past 10, 20 years. It's been doing well the past 10, 20 years. It does have down weeks and does have down months and has down years, but it's been going up over the past few decades, and it's going to go up over the next few decades after that. Equity Residential is the type of company it's going to be here for a very long time. I think it's the #1 apartment building company in the country. And if you believe in apartments and you believe that's going to be what the future looks like, then I would say you should invest in Equity Residential. That's what I believe in personally. I believe apartments are the way of the future, and we will need more apartments because there's going to be more and more overpopulation. And companies like Equity Residential are going to have to do the heavy lifting and help us fight the high cost of rent. Because the more those buildings are built, the more the cost of rent will go down. The less we'll pay in rent, the more supply of housing there is. We need supply of housing so the price of rent goes down. So let me know in the comments below, do you agree with me about Equity Residential? Do you think it is going to do as well as I do in the next few years, next few decades? Do you think it's going to be a good buy like I do? Let me know in the comments below if you agree with me or disagree with me. Have a discussion. Please subscribe to this channel to be part of the community. And please like this video, it really helps the channel out a lot. Alright, so thank you for watching. Have a great day. Bye-bye.